Hello, 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 ladies and gentlemen. It is I, Miss Atlanta from Ms.Atlanta Thick Dream.com, and the woman on the wall back there collectively. Yes, we make Miss Atlanta Thick Dream, also known as Goddess Yvette Dream Johnson here. It is October, it is October, it is October. So, Ms.AtlantaThickDream.com, I had to come to you all with a vlog of transparency, a vlog that is much needed where I'm at, where I be on my journey right now. Yes, my previous post was about my photo shoot and honoring my dark goddess, but this is going in a little bit deeper on that. I felt it was necessary because I am in Shocktober. And I am also dealing with some shifts and transitions and some goings on of my own. I felt it's necessary to go a little bit deeper into a more in-depth post. So just letting you all bear with me. I will get to the meat and cheese of our conversation, ladies and gentlemen. And the purpose of this also too is to hold space for individuals who are my followers, who are my lurkers, who are my supporters, who are divorced parents, who are single parents, who are size sexy lovers. And if you have a size sexy body that you are in, this message is for you. And also if you struggle in staying on your light path, on your path to being the yummy machine that you are, and if you struggle in your goals and your dreams and just in the way you show up in general, this message is definitely for you, my darling, for you. So, can I take a breather? Take a breather. My emotion is high. I'm excited about this topic because part of my life purpose is to motivate, to inspire others. Okay. And I myself, I have to honor being, look, too legit to quit at 46. No matter what age, what phase, what stage I'm in my life, I have to honor that. I have to honor that. And you may not be able to do it on the capacity and the way how I do it, but this little conversation, this little chitty chat, ladies and gentlemen, might be a little bit insightful on how I do, what I do, how I be, how I show up in my struggles. Maybe it will help you in some way. And if you're a fella, sit over there. I see you, honey. I see you. I see you. I see you. And if you're a lady, hey, welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, girl, how you doing? How you doing? Welcome, welcome to this chat. Okay, this story time. A mini goddess talk. Okay, um, of transparency for real, for real. So if I'm a little lengthy, I cannot apologize. Just pause it, get back to me when it's more convenient. But I am encouraging you to sit here for a spell from beginning to end. All right. So let me go here. I got my notes here, my handy dandy. Look, my notebook right here. I got it right here. Take a note. So now, those of you all who know my history of being Miss Atlanta Thick Dream or being Thick Dream, I started here in Atlanta. I moved here in 2004, but 14 years ago, I started this vision, this thing of becoming a actress, a model, also being a mom and a provider. I had this passion, and I was in a transition. Some things didn't go as planned as I wanted them to on my journey at all, but I stayed true whenever I could to myself, to my dreams, to my purpose. And yes, sometimes my purpose did change and it wasn't perfect. It sometimes it was hairy, it was scary, it was alone, it was treacherous, and sometimes it still can be. So and out of struggle, voila. Big dream, Miss Atlanta was born. But now I'm taking my brand and how I show up to another level. So there's certain things that no longer serve my brand and my highest good. And I have shed those things, some things I had to retweak, some things I had to revisit. But everything that I do, I try to put my sexy and my yumminess stamp right on it. I have to. Everything. That's just honoring who I am as a woman. I have to do that. And this part of my life, honoring the dark, that's one of my realizations. I have to put my femininity. I have to put my sexy in it. Whether it's the light, one that's wearing lingerie look, and having a lingerie haul. Ooh, a lingerie haul. To evoke my sexy, doing that, or keeping my nails done and keeping the calluses off my feet so I don't cut up my sheet while I'm single and sexy, a sexy wifey, doing those type of rituals for myself. I have to do that, ladies and gentlemen. Back in the day when I was on my journey, listen, this ain't even all the lingerie that I had in my haul, as my daughter says. I have some in the closet. I invested in myself, and I will continue to invest in myself, doggone it, without any guilt, any shame. Because on my journey, not everyone was with the shit that I did. Some things I wasn't with the shit that I did. But the things that I was with the shit, like buying my lingerie, staying in my sexiness, and doing things for my sexy, I had to fight. Feel like The Color Purple all my life. I had to fight. I had to fight, y'all hear me, to be who I am. Lost relationships. People tried to get me locked up. People tried to get me in trouble when I didn't need to be in trouble in nothing, legally or with family or with a loved one. They just tried their damnedest so that I could not be the woman on the wall. I could not be the woman that I am right here, vlogging and chitty chatting with you today on this here thing called the internet. Okay, I lost my best friend from childhood because of the identity that I took on the internet many years ago. I struggled in that. I hurt in that. I've lost many different people who did not honor my shift and my transition. And it hurts, and I'm still dealing with that in many different ways. But I also have to still be me no matter what. Still be me, unapologetically. Not giving a fuck about who I may offend or who may take me the wrong way. I cannot. You may not be able to do that, but I'm holding space for you, sis. Fella, I'm holding space for you. Okay, I'm holding space for you still here in 2021. That is the reason why I did that photo shoot after gaining weight. This here Fred, as I showed y'all, Fred during the pandemic. I didn't want to get in the front of the camera knowing that my angles might be this way or that way. And I did it anyway. I pushed myself out of my comfort zone. And sometimes that's what we have to do to keep ourselves balanced with our purpose and how we show up in the world. We have to push ourselves. We have to get into these scary, frightening, unsupportive situations. I put myself in that. Nobody else did. I could have kept the same photos that I did and just went ahead and updated them whenever. But I felt it was necessary, that I had to do it. Am I going to lose the weight? I'm choosing to, be it a healthy weight, a healthy size, what I'm comfortable in being in. Some of us, our choice might not be to lose weight. You might want to gain weight. My daughter, who is about to be 18, she struggles with gaining weight and struggles with body identity. Only because of the media that's out here and all the brands that we consume and how they put the sex in front of us all the damn time, and they confuse us in many different ways. That's one thing why I find it so healthy. If you're not making money on this motherfucker, if you're not trying to better yourself or better someone else, I don't see the reason for being on social media, for me personally. I don't. I feel it does a disservice to you as a person, as an individual who is trying to get out of maybe poverty or an illness or an addiction, whatever. I find that it'll not serve yourself to function at the greatest capacity that you are envisioning for yourself. You will have a struggle in that if you pay attention to the Facebook and the Instagrams. And I struggle with the Facebook and the Instagrams all the time. Not because of the likes and things of that nature. It's because of when I became Ms.Atlanta Thick Dream, I was associated with certain lifestyle. Like I was calling myself polyamorous and open and things of that nature. And then I took my business from being a hobby into being an actual LLC, Thick Dream Productions. And there were people who watched me on the internet on this adult streaming platform, and they watched me evolve and become this business. There were people who followed me from my YouTube vlog that inspired someone to encourage me to become a video sexy vixen and a video presence on the web. Shout out to them. But I'm here to tell you that is not always good as a professional brand and entrepreneur when you have Facebook and you have all these individuals who are on there and you share common ground. That's fine, that's cool. But some of them think that they're too good to support you as an entrepreneur, as a whatever you are, Instagram model, or whether you are you have your own car wash or whatever the case may be. They may feel like they are too good to support you as an entrepreneur if you found them in a certain special, unique lifestyle or phase that you were in. And sometimes it takes you going through your friends list, chopping, 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 chopping. But for me, what happened was those people stayed. And when Facebook was created, I mean, not well, I was around for Facebook to advertise and monetize certain things. I can do that and promote. Yeah, I did that on Facebook. But when Instagram, its cousin or whatever, when Instagram was created, because yeah, y'all, I was around. I am a vet. Yeah, I'm a vet. Before the Instagram models were created, I tell young ladies, yes, I've been around before Instagram, honey. Yes, 14 years on this thing called the internet. But when Instagram was created, it was a good thing for some and a bad thing for others. For me, what it did was, because it's a cousin of Facebook, it took those people that I knew out in the lifestyle, it took them and added them to my Instagram. So I get all these friends requests, not knowing that they were the same people, but under different handles on Instagram. So when I get on Instagram, sometimes they're just individuals who just love my energy, love just me, but they won't do a damn thing to cut the check or to be a part of my brand and my invoices on whether it's buying some waist beads for his lady love or his daughter who is turning 16 or whatever, or who likes to honor her body and her curves, and he wants to help her build her self-esteem, but he refuses to invest in my four goddesses holistic products and services business. Okay, he refused to do that, but he will watch, he will troll, or she my post and will not do any type of business with me. That is where I'm at. And that's why I have a frustration with Facebook and its cousin, Instagram. Okay. And very often I battle with just deleting all and starting all over. But I'm going to leave that shit alone and I'm going to rise from that. And I'm sharing with you that transparency part because it's so important. It's so, so, so important. Even with my YouTube, it does the same thing, but I just have to show up for YouTube and my numbers are there. So I'm good on that and advertising. But my purpose mainly for this is for you ladies who struggle, whether you are an entrepreneur or whether you are a boss babe and you struggle in your femininity and you have a business, whether you do credit repair like my homegirl and you do taxes and you struggle in being present on social media and then it gets you frustrated and it flows into your personal. Okay. I know women who have to be strong, independent, feisty, so that they're not taking advantage of in her professional and in her intimate world. So this particular post is for you to evoke your sexy and to stay in your sexy, ladies. And fellas, if you are a lover, a supporter, or a relative of a woman who struggles with balancing her yin and her yang energy, you might want to take some of these tips. You might want to sit over there in that corner and just pay attention. So we're talking about remain in your sexy, and I'm sharing some of the things that I've encountered on this little chitty chat, and also honoring yourself and your self-love rituals. And one thing I want to get into next is reaffirming boundaries. Why that is so important when it has something to do with your sexy and your intimacy, your enemy, is because when you are, transitioning, when you are evolving, when you are going through struggles, people who really and truly don't support you, they will show up. The universe will reveal certain ugly truths about people that you didn't even know about them. Okay. Sometimes they will get removed. They'll start acting funny and thinking it's all on you, but it's really a them problem, not a me problem that I had to learn, ladies and gentlemen. So reaffirming some of your personal boundaries, professional ones, even in your home. I have to do that with my children. Y'all know I have more than one, Okay, I'm a glammy of two. All right, children and adult children. Soon I will only have one minor child in my household. Everybody else will be grown. adults by the law, where the law is concerned, as they say. Um, and I had to reaffirm boundaries with my older daughters. They call me when I'm taking a break from my devices. They blow me up here on my video chat and things of that nature. And they don't understand, just like some of the women in my life. They had to learn, because I had to reaffirm my boundaries. Even with my grown son in the house, I had to reaffirm certain boundaries. Yes, and kids here, yes, I am a nudist, and I need time when I'm sitting on the throne, when I'm going to do number 1, 2, or 3, and you want to have a whole conversation when I just get out of the bed and I'm just sitting on the toilet, and you want to have a full blown conversation. I'm butt ass naked. I know I'm a nudist. I know I'm free spirited. I know I'm transparent, but give me a minute. Give me a minute to sit in my shit, literally, and have that first thought of the day. Or when my daughters are concerned, having these thoughts of just retreat, even though I'm still here with y'all. I'm just retreating from my phone and my computer, because I don't live on this motherfucker, but I have to live on it, because how else am I going to self-promote, makes my shmoneys, and to seek other opportunities that may be out here that I don't even know about? Because, when you're dealing in the way we do, not everybody going to give you that hookup. And what the fuck, you don't want them giving you that hookup, because then when you become successful and you rise, as my stylist Crystal said, you don't want everybody to take credit from when you do become really and truthfully successful. The success where you envision yourself to be. You don't want nobody to take that credit. I think she said, Tyler Perry said that. What, Tyler? I totally, wholeheartedly agree with you. No one would take the credit for my success and my rise. Absolutely no one. Also, when we're talking about boundaries, parents with small children, get into a mommy and me class is good. The baby will have somebody to be on a play date with, a group of children, and you'll have a group of parents there. A group of parents that you can just sip some tea with, and y'all can talk about shapes and sing Wheels on a Bus, all that stuff in an hour's time. Just give you a good a good relationship with others, instead of just sitting home. If you are work at home, a stay at home mom like I've been, you need that for your mental health, ladies and gentlemen. Also join babysitting groups. I heard there's babysitting clubs on Facebook, or if you're a member of PTA or some type of group, start talking to people, start getting acquainted with people. You may not be as transparent and as fluttering and real as I am. Share what you can and learn how to open up to the possibilities of, hey, I'm going to babysit for you and you could babysit for me. Yeah. Opening up those type of conversations. All right. That's important. And invest in drop-in daycare, ladies and gentlemen. Can I say drop-in daycare? Drop-in daycare saved my life. Saved my life when I was a cam model full-time and I had a toddler in the house. Okay. Saved my life. I did my research on the particular facility that I took her to, and I made sure around tax time that I wrote that shit off. Okay. And it was helpful for when I need to do work, when I need to just take a solo lunch, when I need to do some retail therapy or retail window shopping. It was helpful to my well-being, and my kids appreciated it really and truly, because she could not get into the Head Start at the time. She was a little bit younger. And so I had to make it do what it do. Researching an area for drop-in daycare facilities, ladies and gentlemen, it will save your life when you need it. Okay. And you might need to have a little sexy time, a little D appointment, or whatever you need to get in during that time too. Okay. Midday, whatever, visiting Lover's Lane, or, Sneaky Link Lane, as my daughter calls Sneaky Link, a hookup. Okay. To tap into that intimacy aspect of your life, because I know I get cranky as fuck when I ain't getting my supply of my intimacy. Okay. I get cranky. You got to honor it, whether it's solo or with a significant other, whatever, long as you're doing it and releasing it and inviting that yumminess. But okay, drop-in daycare. Also, friends and relatives that you trust to watch your kids, whether it be overnight or a couple hours or a weekend, whatever. I think it's so important for you to have that while you run your errands and while you do some work. And maybe you want to rearrange and redecorate your house. Maybe you want to get some painting in, whatever. If you do have loved ones that you trust to babysit, um, why not? For me, honestly, in 2021, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say this clearly. Revisiting moments in my past with relatives and loved ones that I trusted to provide care for my children, to oversee them in my absence, I would not have allowed them to be their caregiver at all. I don't care. Relative connected by blood, blase splee. It was somebody from the church that my mama knew. Hell to the no. No. If you get a vibe or your kids get a vibe, don't leave that person to care for your children. Okay? It will come to bite you in your butt and you will regret it. So consider hiring someone, doing your research, invest in your child care. All right. And even if you have to pay a relative, sometimes it's better to pay a relative. They might do a better job than to do a favor, a solid for them doing a solid for you. No, hell no. People sometimes are more motivated by money than they are of favors, Even to me, money is the same as favors, but not always. Not always. I just want my money. But anyway, one other note that I wanted to share, and this has to do with boundaries and something that I had to do. Disconnect from people who don't support your goals, who don't share. When you're having conversations like, yeah, girl, and this guy was this, and girl, I went and bought this, girl, I went and got my nails done, my toes done, and it's just dead air on the other end. My friend, that is not your friend. That is just somebody who is holding space and listening to you run your mouth. Okay? If they're not sharing equally, and sometimes if you sharing some real juicy shit that you probably didn't share with some other people, it don't matter. Or maybe you didn't. And they're not sharing none of their shit. Look, side eye. Side eye. I don't know about that one. I don't know if I'll be sharing so often, so frequently, so freely with that particular person. And who are people who are not trying to better him or herself. Those type of people I disconnected from. Because if you're moving and grooving, knocking out goals or working towards goals and they ain't doing shit and they just hearing about what you got going on and things that you're doing, I don't know about that. I don't know about that one. And then especially those who have that dankety dank energy when you do call them, well, girl, my gout hurt. Niggas ain't shit. Oh, my this and my dad and the talking poor mouth and it's the world this and that and motherfuckers and niggas ain't and bitches ain't no. But they constantly getting themselves in certain situationships, and they're not doing anything to change that, and they're constantly complaining to you. Do you really want to? And you're just the person you are. Sometimes we have to reaffirm boundaries, disengage, disconnect, let it go. Or sometimes the universe will remove those people from your life when necessary, okay? You don't always have to do it. The universe will do that. What I've noticed on my journey, and I'm going to read this and I'm going to go into my couple little scenarios that I need to share, and then I'm going to be done with my little chitty chat here, okay? I've learned from experiences and people who listen, they spectate, non-contributors to your well-being, people who aren't as transparent or as liberated or free or jazzy as you. They will study you, build a case against you for their own reasons. Try to be you. They won't even give you not one fucking compliment and might be mocking your hairstyle, where you shop, how you eat, how you do whatever, but would never give you credit or anything. I mean, like, for real, they would never give you, it would kill them to acknowledge you and your beauty and your authenticity. It would kill them, okay, to do such. If you know you got somebody like that. Could be a relative, could be a gal pal, could be a homeboy, whomever. You know you ran across individuals like that. Um, yeah, those are the people you pretty much got to disconnect and have firm boundaries with. Also, there are others who will try to, when you try to disconnect from them or whatnot, they'll try to hold you emotionally hostage to them, okay? To keep you at their level of thinking or being due to their own fear, programming, their sick hidden agendas. But guess what? That is not your problem, ladies and gentlemen. That is not your problem. That is a them problem, not a you problem. You need to be aware when you have those type of people in your life. Because when you're talking about evoking your sexy, having intimate time within yourself, you don't have time to get bogged down, to be weighed down with the likes of those types. You don't. Because from my experience, those type of people who try to hold you emotionally hostage, let me tell you how they'll show up. They'll show up maybe in an intimate partner, right? They're afraid that you're going to divulge certain information about them on something here that you might be talking about on your stuff or at work, at the water cooler, or at a conference or something where you're giving a talk, because they can't rise or be real about the shit that they go through. So they might try to hold you emotionally hostage to being associated with them by doing some sneaky shit. Okay, they may do that by not supporting you and not complimenting you when you know you are showing up and doing your very fucking best, but they will try to possibly second guess you or keep you real low and beneath them also, because they are afraid of your success. They are afraid of your success. They know how powerful you are. They know how sexy you are. They know how yummy you are. They know that. But they fear that you may get on this level where you're not going to be their friend or their vice or their positive light or their entertainment for that matter. They fear that. So emotional sabotage, doing certain things, I don't even want to name one, but they'll do the most to try to keep you below them. But just letting you know, if you are a person like that, if you are guilty of doing some things like that, there's enough money, there's enough success, there's enough opportunities for all of us to have, to be, okay, to show up in our ideal lifestyle and purposes, ladies and gentlemen. There is. It is a lie you have told yourself, from poverty, from who knows, I don't know. It is a lie. We all can be successful. We all can be rich and glamorous and thriving, okay? It doesn't have to be like this crab in a barrel type thing or competition that we make up among ourselves. It doesn't always have to be like that. We make these things happen by the thoughts we tell ourselves or how we've been led to believe with programming, okay? Mm-hmm. And also, too, I had a situation where there was a loved one, and he came for our regular, our periodic, our occasional, our impromptu little sexy time, and it was here in this dwelling. I will have to say this, and it was laundry day, and I had the dryer washer thing going on, and I've done my little ritual, clean up the house as I do as a mompreneur. My ritual, keeping the house tidy in the way how I see fit, and especially if I'm having company, I'm gonna do my little extra. So he comes out in here and sees the pile of laundry. I didn't think it was necessary to close the laundry room door, right? So he says something to the effect of like, "Whoa, wow, that's a lot of laundry," and some other shit he said, right? So I get triggered. I get offended. I thought it was rude because he said some other things behind that I heard and I interpreted. It was an insult, and the nerve, like motherfucker, you don't even got your own laundry room, motherfucker. Okay, so who are you to judge me and to say, because in their reasoning for saying what they said was, "Oh, I've seen you at your worst." What the fuck? No, the fuck, you have not seen me at my worst. No, you haven't. But see, this is what people assume in their mindset when they seen you go through an evolution, a transition, without a home, without a car, without a mate, heavier, okay? In their mind is a struggle or some type of difficulty that you may be going through, or you have you have went through it and they've witnessed it, okay? They may feel that they have space to say what the fuck they say. And it's just the panoramic makes people more bold and more audacious, what I've noticed. But boundaries, ladies and gentlemen, boundaries. Boundaries. So evoke your sexy, keep your boundaries, have those solo date nights as often as you possibly can. Okay? Stay true to being you. Often. And I had to pause because there was a time in my life that I had to fight to go to those hotel rooms. I told y'all that. Did I say that earlier? But I'm going to repeat it if I didn't. To go to those hotel rooms, to order the room service, to sit at the bar, to have thoughts by myself, away from my husband and my children, because I was managing them, I was nurturing them, I was providing care to them, and I was forgetting about the woman who I was. I didn't even know who the fuck I was. It didn't feel good. But women, we are expected to sacrifice everything, our goals, our dreams, our identities, okay, for our mates and for our children and for our loved ones. In maybe the opinions of others who do love us and care about us. So we shrink ourselves to become someone that we don't want to become. When we know really and truly all we need is just to disengage, just detach, and be who the fuck we want to be and do what we need to do to maintain our well-being. It's good for our energy. It's good for so many different things. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to end this real quick, but I'm going to say this, and I'm going to have to lean over here on this. In 2021, going at this phase of my life, too legit to quit at 46, I have to honor all things good, bad, and ugly about myself. Okay? And the universe will bring you back to sit in your shit, to think about it. Oh, yeah. Think about it deep. See, this is shadow work, baby. 202 over here. Last year, I was by myself. My mother wasn't talking to me. The lover at the time, he, detached himself away from me. And I had to go at it by myself. I took on some unhealthy traits. Sure did. And I had to deal with the consequences of those unhealthy traits and thoughts, sabotaging my own self, my own well-being, and still being the woman that I strive to be. Thriving, successful, sexy, feminine, not broken and angry and unhealed. And this year I have the opportunity to do it differently. Because I'm not in that same space, that same mindset. And okay, I'm going at it really and truly alone. But I've got the love of my mom and my support of my family. But I still have my boundaries. People say, oh, you can have any man you want. You can be with any man you want. This is now. Okay. True that. But this person has to honor me. All aspects of me. The sexy, the sacred, the spiritual, the funny, the transparent. All aspects of me. You may not be with it totally and completely, but you got to honor the woman that I am in 2021. And if you don't understand it, yeah, you might need to learn on the sidelines, but don't come into my reality and try to fuck and disturb what I got going on. Because really and truly, guess what? I'm digging in my bag. On a Friday night, Saturday night, I will have this on. Might have me a glass, have my music up, twerking in the mirror by myself in a bubble bath. I might be wearing this without cutting on the camera and posting to an OnlyFans. I do this. Yes, for my brand, but for me as well. Okay? I do it for me. So, ladies, you will have to find a ritual of some sort of your own. But start with the lingerie. Start with the bubble bath. Start with twerking in the mirror, naked. Start somewhere, okay? And don't forget with those boundaries. Boundaries, 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 boundaries. And spending time alone is so therapeutic. Yeah, so therapeutic. It might feel kind of weird if you're always in a relationship, always around your kids, always looking out for other people. It may feel weird, but it's very, very helpful. Because if you can't spend time with yourself, the woman that you look in the mirror, okay, without makeup, without a bra on, without your Spanx or your Skims on, okay, if you can't spend time with that individual, how do you expect other people, like a loved one or someone who you really want to actually stay in your life and to know you, the person that you really and truly feel good being? How do you expect them to spend time in you? How do you expect them to invest in you if you can't even stand your own fucking self? I don't know. So I'm off. Yes, this was long, but I told y'all it was going to be long, but it was necessary because I know that someone out here needed to hear this chitty chat, this story time. So love, light, peace, and blessings unto you. Yes, and you over there. I'm signing off, Ms.AtlantaThickDream.com. Goddess Yvette Dream Johnson. Enjoy your Shocktober. That was Shocktober lengthy share, but a much needed one. And this is also therapy for me. Okay? All right, y'all. Bless you. See you soon.